Okay, guys. So I have one for you guys tonight. So so your partner says they love you, right? But they only show up when it's convenient. Is that a red flag or is that the real deal? Hey, how are you guys? So your partner says they love you, right? But they only show up when it's convenient for them. Is that the real deal or is that a red flag? Hey, hello. Okay, red flag. Nice to meet you all. You think it's real? So your partners, they claim they love you, right? They claim they love you, but they only show up when it's convenient. Is that real or is that a red flag? Which one is it? Yes, I do live. I just started doing lives, no lie. A huge red flag. I agree. Hey y'all. So like I think when people only show up for you when it's convenient for them, like that's a big ass red flag. Like what? Like you need to cut their ass off for real. For real. Like because if you really for me, you're gonna show up whenever I need you. Like I get it, people get busy and people, you know what I'm saying? But come on now. Haven't seen you in a while. I am doing great. So tonight we're going to I'm gonna post the link in the bio. So I'm gonna bring people on and you're gonna give me like tell me what you got going on, your situation or whatever, and we can determine if it's a red flag or if it's real. So thank you. So I'm dropping the link in the bio. So not the bio, the link in the comments. So if you click on the link, it'll guide you to come on stage. So y'all come on stage. Don't be scared. Don't be shy. Come on stage. Tell me what you're going through or you know what you've been through so we can determine if it's a red flag or if it's real. So I'm gonna drop the link into the comment section. And yes, come on, y'all. Come on, let's come talk to me. Let me see what y'all saying in these comments. Hey, how's it going? I've seen your Instagram. People are out here crazy nowadays. Love your content. Thank you. They are crazy. Definitely crazy. I don't do fake love. Thank you. I'm doing great. Come on to the stage, y'all. Go ahead and do the request so we can have a conversation and we can figure out if it's a red flag or if it's the real deal. Let me know. I'm gonna keep dropping the link into the comments. Don't be scared. Don't be afraid. Don't be shy. Come on. Hi. Okay, we have a request. Hi, Michael.
Hello, motherfucker.
What?
Fuck you.
Okay, well, have a blessed day, baby. Ain't that crazy, y'all? What? Yeah, let them have a blessed day. Let me tell you something. Y'all can't mess up my day. Like, that is so crazy that y'all will let a child come on here and cuss me out. Grow up. Please grow up. Right. What? Like, that was crazy. That was a child's voice, and they want to cuss me out. Baby, y'all can't ruin my day. Next. Come on to the stage. Oh, you already know it's a red flag. Come on to the stage, Shelton. I'm dropping the link in the bio. Come on. Come on, y'all, with y'all questions, come to the stage. Now, I don't want y'all come cussing me out like the little Michael person just came and cussed me out. Oh, Lord, please don't come cuss me out like Michael just cussed me out, y'all. Michael just cussed me out, so come on to the stage. I said that was crazy work. Right? Like that's what's insane that somebody would put their child on here to cuss me out, but they didn't want to show their face, so I'm not worried about it. Next, okay, come on to the stage. Let's talk about it. Even if you know it's a red flag, I can let's talk about seeing what's your next steps, what you need to do. Come on to the stage. I don't want y'all to be shy. Let's have a conversation. Come on to the stage. Let me see what y'all saying in the comments. Is it wrong to distance yourself from family over money? Shelton, come to the stage so we can have a conversation. Hi, Sam.
Hey,
How are you?
I'm doing good. How about you?
I'm good. What you got going on?
I'm watching this Boston game. Boston. Oh, I don't have anything going on.
Oh, okay.
I just joined.
Oh, you just joined. You don't have nothing to, no situations or nothing?
I don't have anything.
Okay.
I don't have any problems like that.
Okay.
Mine's just like maybe a little depression problems and stuff like that.
Why you have a depression problem?
My wife, she passed away like 6 months ago. So
Okay. Well, I'm sorry to hear that.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that.
Oh, thank you. So I don't have any women problems for sure.
Okay, well then that's a good thing. Okay, well Sam, I'm gonna let somebody come on that has like want to tell me about their situation. I
All
mean,
right.
I that you came on.
All right. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
All
Uh-huh.
right.
Hi Jay.
What's
Hello.
Oh,
Hello Jay. What?
sorry, hold on. Wait a minute.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
Oh no, you good. Get it. I know you're getting it together over there.
So I'm not in a relationship or anything, so I'm just thinking something. I got one. I got one. I got one.
Okay.
So let's say you're somebody, right? And it's like you're just struggling and they just sit there.
I
Watch
can't
this.
I can't hear you. It's
Hold on.
like making noises.
Let me fix that. Hold on. Let me fix all that.
Okay.
Okay, let's say you with somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Like the first date, they want to go to the most expensive spot or just want some expensive shit. It's like that's a red flag, right? In your eyes.
Oh yeah, definitely a red flag because if you trying to get to know somebody, like the amount of money that somebody spend on you on the first date should not be a concern because first of all, you don't even know if you like that person. And second of all, the amount of money somebody spend on you still not gonna determine if you like that person. Because if you don't like a person, you just don't like them. I don't give a damn how much money they spend on you. If you don't like them, you don't like them.
I've always said that. I feel like that's simp behavior because that makes like you just a trick in my eyes personally.
Yeah, because if somebody like you, they not gonna care about where you take them on the first date or how much they spend on you. I feel like only people that care about that is somebody trying to use you. Like that's the only reason you will care about if you should go to 5-star restaurant versus Applebee's or something like that. Because if I'm trying to get to know somebody, what they spend is not gonna let me know who they are. You can spend a whole bunch of money on me, but if I don't have the energy for you, it's not gonna work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So like, somebody asking, caring about how much you spend on the first date, they definitely is. They not. I don't feel like they into you in that way. They into what you can do for them.
correct.
So it's definitely a red flag if that's the first thing that they want to bring up and that's what they worried about. You don't even need to go on that date with them.
Well, I had a situation one time with this girl, so I took her to Denny's, like a little brunch or something.
Mm-hmm.
So after we got done, I was like, so next time we go out, if you choose a place, you should pay. So the moment I said that,
Mm-hmm.
it's like a switch is flipped in her head. It's like she just like lost it or something. I was like,
Right.
I'm like, so you think I'm at the Paratoni go out? I'm like, you know what? Just take me home, and that's exactly what I did.
Yeah, because if a woman is into you, they not gonna mind paying or taking on a date. I
Yeah,
that's not gonna be a problem. I don't see it's a problem. I'm into you. We feeling each other. What's wrong with me treating you sometimes? It's
point.
not a problem. But if it's a problem, they're not into you like that.
Basically, what she said is, I'm not here to provide. That's a man's job. I'm like, that's not a job for a man to provide everything every day of the week. You should be able to balance that out a little bit.
Yeah, I agree. That is definitely true.
Yeah, I was like, I was done with her after that. I was done. It took me that the first time. Like, yeah, I'm done.
Oh, well, that's good that you seen it right away.
Yeah. I mean, we went out the first time, and I gave her a second chance because the first time we went out, everything was cool until
Mm-hmm.
she said something out of the side of her neck, and I said something about it, and then she started going off on me. I was like, so we got a little argument, and I was like, you know what? See, this is what I be talking about. You're getting mad when you wrong, no accountability. It's like, okay.
Argument on the second day?
First day, we went out the first time. Everything was fine until we left.
Wow.
Until she said something about me to her sister on the phone. You know, I'm trying to give her grace and all that. I'm trying to give her grace. When she said what she said happened to her sister, I was like, oh no. I just
Oh.
I had to say something to her about that, and she got mad. And I'm like, what is your? You know what?
Mm-hmm.
I gave her that second time was giving her grace, but then she showed her ass again. I was like, all right. So it got worse on the first time. It got worse, and I just, I had a headache. That's how bad it was.
Oh,
I had,
Lord.
I had a headache. It was
Oh, that's
horrible.
not a good
Yeah,
sign.
it was pretty bad. So I tried to be nice the second time. It's the same result. And I said, you know what? I won't talk to you no more.
Mm-hmm.
I just cut her off. I was like, because she tried to gaslight me. I saw everything she tried to do. I was just like, okay, I'm already reading you for Phil. I'm reading you like a book. You're trying to gaslight me, trying to turn everything around on me. I already see it.
Right.
I'm like, girl, I'm 37 years old. I'm not a kid. I already know you trying to play with me. I'm not like, come on, man. Stop it. Yeah,
Yeah.
so so that was one of my situations. I just ended it. I ain't talked to her ever since, and I just nope.
Well, that's good that you ended it.
Yeah, I learned, man. Look, sometimes you just gotta let go. I'm telling people, gotta let go, man. See,
Yeah.
let
Yeah,
go,
you definitely. Mm-hmm.
go.
They say where they finding these folks? That's what they said. Where y'all be finding these folks?
The thing is, I knew her from like back in the day, though. I thought she maybe would have changed a little bit. It's like, nah.
Oh, okay. So was she like that back in the day?
You know, it's funny. It's kind of funny, right? She was actually a friend of my brother's and stuff, so it's kind of funny.
Mm-hmm.
She wanted to go out with me. I said, okay, I'm cool. We can go out for a little bit. No problem for me. Just gotta go.
Right.
She talking about taking me out of town. I'm like, look, I told her, I don't really want to go out of town with you and stuff. Cause like I just start talking to you and I don't feel comfortable with that. You already talking about your son and all that. It's like, I'm just listening. You already talking about your kid to me already though. Like that's kind of a red flag to me. I don't even know if I'm gonna be around you like that.
Right.
In my mind, I'm just like, she really already thinking stuff ahead already. I'm like, nah, I'm cool. I'm like, nah. I don't know about that going out of town because I don't know if you might try to do some sneaky stuff. I'm good.
So what somebody asked, they wonder how long do you all have conversations before that first actual date? So question, how long, like, well, you said you knew her before, so I guess that would, yeah, because they
Well,
were wondering how long, like, do y'all hold like conversations before y'all actually go on these
you
dates?
know, that whole week we was talking the whole week though. Before the
Oh,
day
okay.
we talked the whole week, so yeah, we kind of knew. We already knew we had it planned out. I mean, I already planned out what we was gonna do anyway, so that wasn't. So I had everything planned out ahead of time. So
Oh, okay, okay. So okay.
I plan my dates out ahead of time, most
Okay.
all the time. So that way I won't have to do. There won't be no miscommunications or anything.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it went fine. I was just wasn't expecting what I got. I was like, what did I say? I'm just telling you, like, it's like I said something wrong. I'm like, all right, I ain't about to play with you no more. You just show me who you are right off the bat.
Oh, well, that's a good thing because
What's
sometimes
what to expect? If I would, what to expect? You're gonna be mad. You're gonna be expecting me to break my neck, and you just sitting there. No.
right, right.
Yeah, that's like really my worst, like far as date stories I've ever had. Like, like far as that ever.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I haven't had too many of those really crazy stories. Cause I ain't really been. I don't really date. I've been a lot of women in my life. I've been dated like less than 5 or about that many. I keep myself kind of out of shit. That's another thing. I don't be in a lot of women's face a lot. Trying to focus on myself for real.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 'cause these women, man, not a lot of them, but these women be asking for way too much for no reason. Mm-mm.
Yeah, I don't know what that is about, what that's about, but that's like the thing now that a lot of women ask for stuff up front, like, oh, he's supposed to be a provider. But I don't think a lot of people know the definition of a provider. That's like providing necessities, not get my hair done, get my nails done, pay my bills, pay for my kid. Necessities is if we live together, okay, you pay the mortgage or rent or whatever it is, or whatever works for you. I feel like whatever works for you. Like if you pay the mortgage, I pay the utilities, that's fine. If we split it down the middle, that's fine. Whatever works for you. But a lot of them take the word provider and run with it. Like they look at provider as like, oh, I'm not supposed to do nothing. He's supposed to do everything every single time. And that's just not what it means.
Yeah, because I seen one of those videos. I forgot what video I was watching. I think I was right. The girl brought her kid to the date. Oh yeah, I definitely would have got up out of there. The moment I wouldn't even talk to her. I would have walked up out of there. You couldn't have me sit there. She would have did that. That's insane.
Yeah.
Who does that? Okay. He knew you probably had a kid. You knew all that, but you brought your kids on a date. You know what she's trying to get the free meal. That's what that was. Automatic.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anybody could see that coming. I saw that coming the moment you did. I'm like, you didn't tell me that you bring your kids yet. You was trying to get over on this dude. Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's
Oh yeah.
crazy.
I saw that from a mile away. I wouldn't have been arguing. I'd have gotten up though. I'm sorry. I just would have got about that seat.
Mm-hmm.
It probably would have went to the store or went and did something that's like you can say everybody to pay for your own food, but you playing with the wrong one.
Right, right.
Yeah, that's insane. I'm sorry. That's boy, imagine. Ooh, I couldn't imagine. I thought they were skits at first when I was looking. That can't be real, right? Are these fake or real things that happen?
But even the skits that I do see online, they get that from somebody that's doing that in real life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
yeah, that's what. Yeah,
somebody has that in real life, especially when you hear different stories of people, you just be like, this is insane.
well, yeah. I was like, my God. And then I think there was one I watched. So I guess the dude that bought a girl a car and she was acting like a little kid. Yeah, I would have definitely would got my money back right there and then. If you didn't have
Yes,
no car when you didn't have no car and you complain about what type of car you want really,
right.
y'all are something
Ungrateful,
else. Oh
being
yeah,
ungrateful.
yeah. I was like, I'd say, you love because I'd have dumped it right there. I'd have probably broke over the real stuff. I'm like, you know what? I'm at that age. I'm not about to even play with you on that. Find a little girl, a little nigga to do that with shit with. Because if you want to have that, do that. Find a little kid for that. Because that we go out our way to get to buy stuff like that. You complain about it, yeah. You definitely buy your own car. Then that's what she lucky I wasn't there.
That's
I,
true.
if I was there, it would have been. I'd just say, you know what, you buy your own car. Go work and buy your car. That's what I just did. I would have told her go to work. However many hours a day as I work and go buy that car yourself. Man, you buy that car, a luxury car you want to show off on Instagram, whatever that crap you be on. Go ahead and do that.
Right.
Trying to floss, man. Who did nobody flosses? Nobody be flexing no more on nothing. Y'all just doing flex all the time. Y'all better be lucky I'm off social media because I'll be flexing right now. Better be. No, really. If I had this flex every pair of shoes I got right now, it's all new ones I got, and they wouldn't like that. They wouldn't like me to flex real stuff. I just don't do it no more.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta flex. Everything that I wear, I got it. I literally can pull it out and wear it and go outside and wear it today.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't no flex in that. I'm real life.
Yeah.
All them Jordans y'all be wearing, I got them. I probably got all the ones y'all want to have. Y'all be flexing. I got that stuff. All the
Mm-hmm.
clothes y'all be flexing, I probably got that too. But I don't brag about it as much because it's just not a brag for me.
Right.
So, so yeah. Yep.
Well, I'm glad you got through that situation and you dropped them. Just make sure
You
when
know,
they come around again that you know when they begging for that money,
the
they
good,
ain't.
and man, good thing is, it was only once. It wasn't like it was only one time. I figured that out once.
Okay.
It wasn't like this. You look on the moment when I said that, I said you should pay for the next day. That's all. Once I said that, it's like I found out what I need to find out. I was like, oh damn, that's what we're gonna be on. You gonna be mad because you gotta pay for something? Yeah, you definitely ain't for me. Oh yeah.
Gotcha.
You want them type of chicks you think you supposed to look pretty all the time. And you mean for real. I ain't about to break my neck for nobody. I'm good. Never. I ain't breaking my neck. Especially somebody who ain't gonna do the same for me. No way.
Yeah, true.
Must be crazy. I think I did that once in my life. One girl, that was when I was like, well, I was a teen. That was a long ass time ago. I wish I hadn't did it, but it is what it is.
Well, you live and you learn.
That was a very long time ago. I was about fucking it. Like I was about so long. Shit. That was a very long time ago. I ain't broke my neck with nobody ever since. That was a decade ago, almost over a decade. I usually cut people quick if I know something ain't right. I've done it.
Gotcha.
So, I've never cheated on a female, so I can hang my hat on it every day of the week. I never in my life thought about it. It's just my mind's always busy on something. It's like, why would I go cheat on somebody? It's a waste of energy, and it's just it's just pointless for me to come on after I done something scandalous. So I ain't gonna do all that.
Right.
I just break up with you. If it ain't working, I would tell you or something. We talk about it. Otherwise, I ain't doing all the cheating though. So.
Okay, well, I'm glad you got through that and you don't have to deal with that no more. And
Oh yeah, of course.
right,
That way, I wasn't about to waste my energy. I wasn't about to waste my time even about to go back and forth. I said what I said, and it was what it was. I mean, I told her like, look, that's what it's gonna have to be. You can't just do that though. Be like that. I'm not gonna keep on like just telling her like that.
Well, yeah.
I wasn't about to keep it was like, nah, I'm good. Just take me home. I'll just take me to the crib. That's all you gotta do.
Well, I'm gonna let the next person come in if that's all for me. I'm glad you came on.
No problem.
Make sure you have a good one.
I am. I'm good. I'm glad I got to have a good conversation because so
Okay, have a good one.
You too.
All right.
All right.
Hello, brother Blondie.
Hello, Nikki B. It is an honor and privilege to finally speak to you in person.
Oh, okay. Thanks. Okay, I appreciate that. So what you got for me? What you dealing with?
Well, for starters, I am a community activist out of Columbus, Ohio.
Okay.
Go Bucks. I have watched a lot of your videos. Very impressive. But the women that be on the videos talking about a man has to have this kind of money and that type of money, a lot of these women are lying. and I have evidence to that fact, Nikki B, because as you know, people lie, numbers don't. Like for instance, if a man has to have money to be with a certain type of woman, can you explain why is it that 78% of single mothers in the United States ain't getting child support right now? Can you also explain why is it that more than 50% of single mothers in the United States will never receive child support?
Right.
and the fact that you do a lot of shows where the mothers are keeping the fathers away from the children. That also plays a part to this sad statistic that 2.7 million grandparents in the United States are currently raising their grandchildren. And I see I see a lot of your videos that fits that description, especially the video that you showed a couple weeks ago. That woman dropping all of her kids off to her mom and wanting to be with the dude, but what if she gets pregnant by that dude? She gonna dump that baby off to her mom?
Probably so.
A lot of a lot of both men and women be lacking common sense.
Mhm.
One one video that I wish you had uh, shown on your podcast is the video where this man poured champagne on his girlfriend on her birthday and slapped her.
What?
I was
I missed
very
that.
I was very angry about that. I'd be more than happy to send you that video, Nikki B.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
I haven't seen that.
yeah,
Oh
yeah,
wow.
and yeah, it was a short, quick video. I was appalled by that. Uh, if a if a man has a problem with a woman, he don't need to lay a hand on her.
Hmm.
He should walk away. And here's what's interesting, Nikki B. If you notice, when a man walks away, don't that woman get mad even more?
Well, yes, and I just think I always believe in when you put somebody on ice and you don't entertain them, who can they argue with? You know, who can they go back and forth with? So it does, and most people do get irritated if you don't give them nothing back because it's like they it makes them even more mad because they really want you to come back at them, but you don't entertain them. So I definitely believe in putting people on ice. But they don't
Yeah.
like to shut up.
Uh, now as far as you will be surprised, but in my hometown of Columbus, Ohio,
Hmm.
there are a lot of women that I've spoken to on your story on the woman that let her biological father walk her down the aisle.
Hmm.
A, a lot of them think it's okay for the biological father to walk them down the aisle on stepdaddy's dime. Now, my thing is, if you want biological to walk you down the aisle, fine, but have him pay for your wedding.
Hmm. I agree.
Don't don't have someone else pay for your wedding, and they can't even they get no invitation.
Right.
And the sad part about that story, that was at this man's house. You
Yeah.
mean to tell me he can't walk you down the aisle in his own home? Uh,
Yeah.
yeah,
That's fine.
yeah. So I've seen a lot of your stories that always has me interested. I agree
Hmm.
with you 1 billion% that the DNA testing should be done at the hospitals,
Oh
and
yeah.
it should be more and more of that, Nikki B. Especially now that both NBC Universal has canceled both the Steve Wilkos show and Karamo.
Mm,
Uh,
okay. I didn't know Karamo was canceled. Okay.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So when those two shows got canceled, that makes it even more intriguing. I think
Hmm.
they should bring back Paternity Court with Judge Lauren Lake. Uh, she
Hmm.
had a great 7 season run, and I also think there should be a new law that I may need your help petitioning. I want it to be child endangering for
Okay.
a woman to take her kids out on the first date.
Oh, when
That
you to get home from the hospital?
no. I mean, when a man takes a woman out on the first date,
Oh, oh yeah.
and she be
That,
bringing her children, I think
that's
she should be charged
crazy.
with child endangering.
Hmm.
That man could be a pedophile.
That's
I mean,
true.
you never know.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the purpose of the first date. And here's another thing that gets left out, Nikki B, when
Mm-hmm.
you show the videos of the first date. When black women do that to that black man, she's actually discriminating him twice.
Okay.
And here's the proof: racial discrimination and sex discrimination. I guarantee you, she would never bring her kids out on the first date if a white man took her out on the first date. And I also guarantee you that she would never bring her kids out on the first date if she was in an LGBTQ setting. If a woman takes her out on the first date, she ain't bringing her kids.
Mm-hmm.
She's definitely going to make sure it's between them two. Now, as far as your videos on, when a man and a woman goes on a trip, and intimacy, and they don't want to do anything, I guarantee you this: let it be the shoe on the other foot. If a woman takes a man out on the trip, it's going to be her boyfriend, and she's going to want to do something.
That's true. I agree. I definitely agree.
So those are the factors. I do like the fact that you do wonderful shows. You're out of Texas, and I'm the biggest fan of, as you know, who she's from Houston, Texas, the one and only Beyonce. Yes, I'm a huge Beyonce fan. I witnessed her make Black history on August 16, 2018, when she became the first Black woman to perform in the Horseshoe at Ohio Stadium. Give you a little tidbit of that. But as far as your overall podcast, you make great opinions. There's a lot of mixed emotions when you do the shows on the man bringing food for his son, and the woman talk about, well, what about the other kids? Well, here's my issue with that. She may be able to show more compassion about the other kids if the mother don't take legal action. Because I think once she takes him to court for child support, then all bets are off. He don't have to think about the other kids at that point.
Right.
I think once you take legal action, then you shouldn't expect him to look out for the other kids. And then my thing is, when she does that, what does that say about the mother when she don't go after the other baby fathers like she does with that one?
She in her feelings.
Yes. And so when you look at these factors, Nikki B, these and I get on the men too. So I'm not just attacking women by any means. I'm equally and evenly. I don't condone the man in which his girlfriend drives him to job interviews and he refused to go. When you got kids, you do have to work, and they're unfortunately, Nikki B, there are a lot of people that don't want to work.
Yeah.
And here are the numbers that will shock you about Americans in the workplace. You want to talk about longevity?
Mm-hmm.
Did you know, Nikki B, that only 26% of Americans has currently been at their job 10 plus years? Did you know that only 10.1% of Americans currently been at their job 20 years? And only 18.6% of Americans has currently been at their job 30 years. So the longevity at a job is gone. It ain't like in our past generations where our parents and our grandparents spend 25, 30 years at a job.
Right.
Yeah, so you know when you look at those factors, Nikki B, Americans, we're in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
You know, for those who want to complain about, well, the Democrats let all these foreigners come in and work. Well, we're also giving the foreigners credibility when they say they're willing to work the job no one else wants. I mean, when is it that when is the last time you went to a job fair and all of a sudden the post office need employees? I mean, it's sad, and it's, you know, all across the board. And you know, nobody in relationships has a marriage mentality anymore. And in fact, here's the interesting part. Did you know, Nikki B, that according to the U.S. Census Bureau,
Mm-hmm.
Asian women are by far now the most married women in the U.S. Where black women continue to be the least married. And the sad part about black women being the least married in the U.S., remember, black women are the ones who go to the church and worship Jesus more than anyone in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Yet they're the least married. And then I also think music has played a huge role of black people disrespecting each other. Let's look at the facts. We went from Anita Baker saying, and I quote, "From the beginning to the end, 365 days in a year with the same old love," to Cardi B saying, and I quote, "I don't cook, I don't clean, but let me tell you how I got this ring."
Right.
We, I mean, we went from Larry Graham saying, "When we get married," to China Monet have to say, and excuse my French, and I just going by what she said, "I cook, I clean, I fuck, I shut up." If those are songs that's not romantic at all.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and then we just have a lot of bad influences. I don't know about you, Nikki B, but this wearing bonnets and pajamas in public places, my biggest issue about that, these parents are letting these kids go to school wearing that. I definitely don't think kids should be going to school wearing that. I'm sure even you will agree with that part.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, I mean, you should no child be going to school wearing pajamas and a bonnet. Now, my only issue with grown women wearing pajamas and a bonnet, they now expect a man to take them to a 5-star restaurant wearing pajamas and a bonnet. Now, if you want 5-star treatment, then you got to dress 5-star. Right. Bonnet and pajamas, that's not 5-star. Star. And the other part about the videos that you show on you know, the man taking them to Olive Garden and they say they use a 5-star treatment. I wish you showed that video from 2 years ago with Alicia. You remember the video where she was upset with her date taking her to Cheesecake Factory?
Oh yes, I remember that video.
Now, where she messed up in that video was he was going to take her to a 5-star restaurant, but the problem was she was an hour late. Now, if I take a woman to a 5-star restaurant, Nikki B, I'm not expecting intimacy by any means, but I feel that a woman should at least be on time. Wouldn't you agree with that part?
Yeah. Respect people's time. Respect
Yeah.
people's time.
Yeah. Because when you make a reservation to a 5-star restaurant, if you're not there on time, they're going to cancel it.
Right.
And so that's where a lot of women mess up on the 5-star. I mean, if you want 5-star treatment, you do have to be on time. And a lot of these women don't be on time, and then you get mad about Olive Garden. What the hell's wrong with Olive Garden?
Absolutely nothing.
Oh, and that video that you showed where a man took her home and fixed her a home cooked meal, and she wasn't happy with that. Another one of your videos that you show where I feel the mother should be locked up for child endangering. Now, you have a child, right?
Yeah.
So that means, Nikki B, if someone brings you $500-$600 worth of groceries, you're going to say thank you.
Right. Definitely.
These fathers bringing home $500-$600 worth of groceries, and they're upset. They're mad. I don't want that. I want wings and pizza, and hell, there's wings and pizza in that groceries. You can't fix that. I mean, this is my thing, Nikki B. If you don't want to cook and all that, then you shouldn't have kids. Because when you have kids, you do have to feed them. Am I right?
Yeah, you do.
I mean, now I don't have any kids, so I'm asking you because you have kids and you're an expert.
Yeah, you have to feed them, definitely, for sure.
How many of these parents are making sure that these kids are having a good education? Well, I don't know about Texas, but let me give you the numbers in my hometown of Columbus, Ohio.
Okay.
Did you know, Nikki B, that not only 85% of Columbus City school students has failed in reading comprehension, but they also failed math? Come on. You need math no matter what you do. Right. You need to know your math to pay bills.
Right.
I mean, come on. You need to know your math in terms of measurements on fixing your kids' dinner. I mean, you need to know math on all those things, and these mothers ain't doing it. And and where I do criticize the men, nobody wants to be a father unless money's involved. There's a type of deadbeat dad that's out there, Nikki B, that you need to be aware of.
Mm-hmm.
It's called the Shaquille O'Neal slash Fantasia type deadbeat.
Mm.
And here's what I mean by that.
Okay.
Shaquille O'Neal never met his biological father until NBA draft day.
Okay. Didn't know that.
Fantasia Barrino went 2 years without seeing, hearing from, and speaking to her daughter's father. Then, just 3 days after she wins American Idol, all of a sudden she gets a call from him. Now,
Mm-hmm.
now he wants to be a parent. You have to be aware of those type of deadbeat parents now. You uh, with all the ratchetness that's going on. I think we should boycott these hip hop and R&B concerts. It's too much money, and you're getting ripped off. Case in point, Nikki B. On Saturday, September 24th, 2024, I went to Nationwide Arena in my hometown of Columbus, Ohio, to see the one and only Sexy Red. Guess what? Not only was this woman 3.5 hours late, but when she showed up, she performed only 10 minutes and she lip synced. Now,
Mm-hmm.
come on. I
Yeah.
Now, my whole entire lifetime, and I'm 58 years old, I've seen the greats, the
Mm-hmm.
the the Jackson Five, Diana Ross, Stevie Wonder, the Commodores, Prince, when the OJs, the
Mm-hmm.
Whispers, when they got on stage, you got your money's worth. They was on time and they used their real voices. There was no lip syncing
Mm-hmm.
like these hip hop and R&B artists do now, and that ain't cool. Uh, cool. You know, and I know you're on a very busy schedule.
Mm-hmm.
I want to take up any more of your time, but
Okay.
uh, but as long as you do shows like this,
Mm-hmm.
you're going to hear more from Brother Blondie.
Okay. Well, thank you for coming on.
Yes, and I will add on this note uh, to tomorrow, and
Uh-huh.
this is to all strong Black women.
Mm-hmm.
Be sure to honor the birthday tomorrow of the late great legend Coretta Scott King.
Okay. Have a good one.
You too.
Hey y'all. Oh, they say, why would he waste time and money going to see her? Oh, yeah, I think so too. I'm not surprised about Sexy Red. But y'all, come on, we're gonna do red flags. Keep them or cut them off. Sorry about that. But yes, come on to the stage. I'm going to put the link in the comments, and then I'm gonna read what y'all have in the comments. But come on to the stage. Don't be afraid. Uh oh, excuse me, guys. Come on to it. So let me see what y'all said. Why are you at Sexy Red concert? Oh my God, y'all crazy. Why would you waste your money going to Sexy Red? Ah, no. Ah, y'all crazy. Hello, Jay.
Hey, Nikki, how are you?
Good in you.
I've been watching your stories on Instagram and it is very enlightening. Sorry about the camera off, but I'm not presentable to be looking on camera right about
Okay,
now.
that's fine.
I've been watching your stories and your whole podcast and your views on certain situations. that been going on. Actually, I'm watching you on Twitch and I'm watching you on my phone. I'm watching you
Okay.
on Streamlab and I'm watching you on Twitch, and I know you're also on Facebook, I think.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
I was watching the whole stuff. The thing about it is, some of the points you bring across are some of your short stories that you bring across about the different scenarios.
Mhm.
Um, I would give it props to you. They actually say give your flowers to you while you're still alive, and I would say that you're doing a great job. You understand? You give advice, and if somebody is wrong, you tell them they are wrong. You
Mhm.
understand? You actually tell them they are wrong. You tell them which part they did wrong, which part they were supposed to do correctly. And I 100% agree with almost all of your videos. Because speaking from a man's point of view, you would not hear that from a man coming from a woman's speaking about certain situations from a woman that did something wrong to a man. So I have to give you your flowers. Um, you were asking about cut them, keep them or cut them off, right? I was in a situation like about a year ago
Mhm.
where I was with somebody. She was older than me. I'm 42, and she was like 50 something.
Okay.
But her red flag, well, I don't know if it was a red flag, but her thing was like she was interested in me, yeah, giving me money because she was, as she claimed, she was that independent. Okay, was true. Then afterwards, we would meet up once or twice, and her only how you could put it, her only interest was just about having sex, which was kind of like a turn off to me. You would rarely find a young person saying this, but it was a turn off to me. And
Mhm.
almost all the times we met up, it was like that. And then all of a sudden, due to my kindness, I was on a plan with somebody else. And I asked them to got off the plan with them and to put her on a plan. And then afterwards, she came up with the story that I hacked her WhatsApp. Um, I wanted to know if that was a red flag or not. From your point of view, if that was a red flag or not. Because according to certain people I told, there was like no way you could hack her WhatsApp, you understand? And, delete her call logs and stuff like that. So I was wondering if that was a red flag. I should have known from the first time she brought it up.
So, okay, you said she only wanted to have sex, and then you said she wanted to get on the WhatsApp, or she deleted her
No,
WhatsApp.
no, upon she had a WhatsApp, and what happened is I had my plan. I had my own plan.
Okay.
No, I was on my sister's plan, and then I moved from my sister's plan to my own plan, just to help her out. But then she came about, oh, I hacked her WhatsApp every time she thinks she's seeing a missed call or this and that. She's seeing a number is deleted or whatever and that. Um, I was like, no way that could happen because I never was. It was only once I touched the phone. I don't touch people. I don't touch.
Mhm.
If I'm with you, I don't touch somebody's phone. That
Okay.
is that is a big no for couples. You understand?
Mhm.
Unless that you have something to hide. You understand? I don't have nothing to hide. I will give you my passcode to my phone.
Mhm.
But she gave me a password to her phone because she had a problem getting into one of the apps. But I was wondering if that was a red flag that I should have noticed from the start.
Well, I definitely agree with the no phone. I know some people they okay with the whole phone, but I always feel like your privacy is your privacy and my privacy is my privacy. That's what I definitely go with. But if you in a relationship and y'all agree with, you go through my phone, which I think is such an insecure thing, but everybody's different. Um, First, how long did you know her before you put her on your WhatsApp plan? That's what I want to know first.
We was together for like about over 6 months.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. I thought it happened right away. I was about to say, why did you put her on your plan?
No, no, no. It was over 6 months, and it was just because I was trying to help her. That's the only reason why I put her on my plan for like that reason why. That was the only reason why. So I was
Oh,
just wanting to know if that was just a red flag.
that you put her on your plan?
Yeah, because of a certain situation that she was in. That's why I put her on the plan, on
Well,
my plan.
y'all have you said y'all been dating 6 months. I can't say it's a red flag or it's not because the simple fact, first of all, for me, if I'm in that situation, I definitely wouldn't be trying to, I would try to figure stuff out because for me, only knowing you for 6 months, I'm not gonna ask you, to do something to help me out or something like that because I feel like I'm still getting to know you. But I know some people move faster than what I think, because I think 6 months is still kind of soon. I think it's really soon. But I also think if somebody, I feel like when people ask you for help, I feel like that's a red flag. Why are you asking me for help? Like, why do you need me to, pay for stuff and all of that? 6 months ain't long enough for me to be paying for stuff. I'm sorry.
Well, I wasn't really paying for it, you understand? It was just like a matter of, just sharing a plan. Well, I pay my half, she pay my half, or if she wants to, as she said, she's and as I could put it, she's independent enough. You
Mm-hmm.
understand that she could pay for her own stuff. But it was just a situation where she was far from, she wasn't living in the US, so it was far from that. It was just a problem that um is every time she traveled, she would have to get a new SIM card with a new number. So my suggestion to her was, because I'm a kind-hearted person, too
Mm-hmm.
kind-hearted, I think. My thing is that um it was the scenario that every time she leave, she freezes the number, and when she come back, she unfreezes the number, so she still has the number. So my thing is, but then afterwards, it dragged along to the part about the WhatsApp story.
That's definitely a red flag. Cause why are you freezing a number when you travel? Like, what are you trying to hide? Cause
Remember,
what's the point of why? I don't understand why she would freeze it. That sounds like a red flag. It sounds like she was trying to use you because she has something else going on. Cause why you freezing numbers and then when you come back you unfreeze it? Like, so what else did she have going on? That's the thing. Like, she had to have something else going on. Like, cause what are you doing that you gotta freeze it? You're doing something you have no business doing.
I don't know what she else had going on, but our relationship was good, but the only thing that was a turn off to me, and some people would find it strange, some people in the chat would
Mhm.
find it strange, but if it is like every time you meet up, it is only about sex. You talking about you reach a stage in your life where you can have a decent conversation. You can sit down for at least 2 minutes and have a conversation.
Oh,
No, and you claim that you're 52 years old, that doesn't sound that you're mature. It sounds as if you were just interested in one thing and that was it.
sounds like a little prostitution to me. Cause I mean, I'm saying she get on the plane and she giving up the cooch. Sound like a little prostitution because I get what you're saying. That would be a turn off. Like, you 50 some years old, why are you only wanting to have sex? And if that's what you want, why don't you tell me that up front? Hey, I'm looking for a cuddy buddy. That's all I want. Versus sitting there getting me to get you on a plan and all of this, but you so independent, you wouldn't even need to be on my plan. So sounds like, yeah, she was prostituting. She wanted something for she giving up sex, so she felt like, but yeah, she
Um,
just wanted a cutty,
and
but
then afterwards, we got
huh?
so comfort where I introduced her to a couple of my friends, which is something I don't do.
Hmm.
Introduce her a couple of my friends, introduce her actually to my family. This is the first person I've been with, and I introduced them to my family. And well, you could see actually my mom, my sister. This is the first person I actually introduced to my family. And for you to turn around and see I did this and I did that, that is something that really hurt me. I really say, oh, right about now, we don't talk, period. We don't talk at all.
Hmm.
She blocked me on Instagram, I think. I haven't really checked because I'm not the type of person. If you do something and you block me, I'm not gonna go and pursue and find out details or whatever.
Hmm.
Although I'm a Virgo, as everyone know, a Virgo is a type of investigator. They stay quiet, but they always see things, but they don't say anything unless at times that they really want to speak up. But the thing about it is that um just as you on Twitch, I have a friend of mine that had a channel, and I came up with a suggestion. Like every Sunday nights, it's R&B on Twitch. As you can see, almost all DJs play R&B on Twitch.
Okay.
And I was like, I told one of my friends, I was like, why don't you play R&B or slow jams on a Sunday? He was like, okay, but not knowing she was also a mod for him. And he was like, okay, so since you brought up the topic, you're also going to be a mod. The
Hmm.
first time I went in the channel, things kind of felt strange. You understand? She wasn't saying anything. Then afterwards, he asked her if it's going to be a problem. She said no. But
Hmm.
then afterwards, it still kept on being a problem. You understand? It's like as if she wasn't saying anything. But yeah,
Mm-mm.
looking at DJ Breezy Bree, he asked her curious how old is Jay? Yeah, I'm 42 and she was 50. She's 52.
She don't sound like she act like no 52-year old. She sound like she act like a 22-year old.
That was the same kind of question. That was the same idea I had. Well, as everybody was saying, she's not mature enough. And it's like before, she used to say hi before, but now she don't even say anything. Which honestly don't bother me. But it's just like I tried to um enforce the other young men or whatever, just look out for who they are dating or who they join up with. Because my two me people mamas is not the same. One is good and the other one you could say don't like me or she don't talk to me, period. She speaks to my mom but she don't speak to me.
What?
Yeah, every message about my son or everything that got to go or everything that has to happen goes to my mom. It goes. I don't get them. I don't get the feeling of it. It goes through my mom. Everything goes through my mom. My mom. She every messages that has to pass goes through my mom. The only thing she knows is when I'm sending money from my mom. Is when I'm sending money from my son, and that's it. That's the only how we communicate.
But just look, the comments say, "Be thankful you dodged the bullet."
Thank you very much to everybody that's in the comment that said that.
Yeah,
But
they
just a advice to everybody, the advice to anybody, just be aware of who you ask. Uh, who you ask about. Who you date or who you ask to be with
are.
as a gent, and who you be with. But The reason why I just joined the reason why I just joined is because I just wanted your opinion of if that was a red flag and if that was something I did not notice.
Mm-mm, that was definitely a red flag, big one. They
Yeah,
say they
so
ask somebody in the comments say is she still on the plan, and please disconnect and stop talking to her.
no, it's all she's off my plan because I even had to change my number.
They said he says she's off the plan, y'all.
I had to even change my number because she was keep on saying, "Oh, she went into the hacking thing," and they still seeing my number as somebody that hacked her phone. So a friend of mine was like, "Yo, bro, change your number. That
Mm-hmm.
is only how you're gonna get out of all this quarrel, out of all this stuff. Change your number." So eventually, I had to change my number, and once changing your number in the United States, and you have doctors, you gotta give everybody,
Mm-hmm.
you gotta go over and do everything else.
Yeah.
But that's all I just wanted to know. It's just like my
Mm-hmm.
major question. It was just like if that was a major flag.
Yeah.
And as I said early on, I have to give you applause because every time you post something, I'm always watching. Like the last one you just not post. I think the last one you just not post. I can't remember the last one you just not
Mm-hmm.
posted. I watched it already, but trust me, you're doing a great job and continue with it.
Thank you, and thank you for coming on.
You're welcome.
You have a good one.
Same to you.
Okay.
All right.
Ooh, these people crazy, y'all. Hello, Ro. I think she left out the camera. Hi, Ro. I can't hear you. The mic off.
How are you?
Good in you.
I can't hear you though.
You can't? Really? You can't hear me? How about now? It say my mic is on.
I don't know why I can't hear you.
Oh wow.
Let's see.
Chat, can y'all hear me? Let me see if the chat can hear me. Can y'all hear me, chat?
I just wanted to say I like watching you. You always give good advice. The last thing I saw on there with you was when the girl said about her kids on these dates. I feel you should not be bringing kids on dates at all.
Ooh,
That's
no.
a big red flag. No, no. I'm a
Yeah.
mom of six. I've been through it where you want a man in your life, you got your kids. It's gonna be your time for all of that. But
Mhm.
please stop bringing your kids and then getting mad at these men when they don't want to feed your kids. They don't not obligated to feed your kids.
That's true. Hmm.
Then the other one I liked about you was the girl on there. She has all these kids, and the dad wanted to take the girl on a little trip. Allow him to be a dad to that girl, because a lot of men out there don't want to be nothing to these kids.
Hmm.
And when you
That's
got a good one like that, let it ride. Them other kids don't need to go plan something for them other kids to do while she doing something with her dad. Or
yes.
you get that money up to go where they're going. If not, too bad.
Hmm.
And then the other one I don't like is neither. Why these men have to buy these other kids stuff when they buying for their own kid? They don't not allowed to. They do
Yes.
not have to buy your kids anything. Now, if y'all
Agreed.
together, it's a difference.
Hmm.
But at the same time, they have to take care of their responsibility of their own kid first before they take care of yours in that home.
Right.
Then the
I.
other then the other one I like when the girl didn't want to feed his son, you would have to go out my house. Cause for one, it's a package deal and you knew that.
Mhm. Yeah.
My
And
son should not have to suffer because I didn't want to buy your kids anything at the time. And I bought my son. Now, if I pay for everything in that house and
mhm.
help you with your kids, you have nothing else to say about my outside kids and my relationship with them.
Right.
But these young moms need to realize a man don't have to do shit for you. If you want stuff, get up and get it in your own self in your own life. Because
Hmm.
at the end of the day, if you do for yourself, you don't have to worry about what a man is doing for you.
Hmm. True.
I feel that we all women now these days, need to stand on our own 2 feet and stop worrying about, oh, this man needs to take care of me, take care of me, take care of me. No, he does not have to. We're not in the 70 centuries like we used to be. We're in
Right.
modern days where you
Mhm.
have to learn to take care of you first.
Yeah, I
Men
agree.
will take care of you if they want to. They don't are not obligated to. Even in a marriage, it's 50-50 in a marriage.
Hmm. That's true.
But I just wanted to say I love you. I always watch your posts. Keep it up, girl, and get them people a piece of your mind when you do see them, girl. Tell
Okay.
them.
Thank you.
And then I want to say one more thing before I get off.
Okay.
These women need to stop making dates with men if you don't have money just as well. You always bring your own coins just in case. You never know what could happen.
Definitely, I agree.
Then they get on here and be like, "Oh, you supposed to pay for everything." Like the one that supposed to have split the bill. She couldn't pay $17.30 for herself. Is you serious? $17.30. You need to be a damn shame to your mother freaking self going in and getting mad at a man for $17.30.
Yeah, I agree. Mhm.
You get what you look like because she looked like she need that was all she was affording was $17.30 of a dinner and nothing more. So he took you to where how you looked it when he saw you. You looked it like you didn't need a 5-star restaurant. I wasn't taking you there because you didn't look up to par. So you got what you deserved.
Yeah.
$17.30 worth of food. And you should have been happy.
Yeah.
And then the other one I like this when the guy gave her that stuff for Christmas. Girl, you should have been happy he was paying all them bills. Let a man do that for me. My
Hey.
rent is paid. I got all my whole check to myself.
Oh,
Man, thank you so much. I appreciate. I don't even need no gifts for Christmas. I could just
right.
go shopping and do for myself. Matter of fact, I'll bring you some stuff home because you
Okay.
done took care of everything. I get my phone bill paid for. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
you don't find them men that much like that.
Hold on.
Then that girl that was mad that man bought that house, I'd have been hopping, skipping, jumping, and trying to find furniture to put in that house and
Okay.
said thank you. You was worried about a freaking car. Can you
Oh,
live in that car?
right. Can't live in there.
And then them kids that was ungrateful when the mama did something for them for that car was gonna pay $4,000.
Yeah.
Y'all should have been grateful and happy that she did that shit. Cause mothers now these days can't even afford to be buying you no car.
Nope. Mm-mm.
But these kids gotta learn too. Stop being ungrateful for what somebody can do for you because they don't have to do anything for you. You
Nope.
get out there and buy your own car. Let's see how it feels when you gotta pay that car note, that car insurance.
Mhm. Yep.
But that's all for tonight. I appreciate you. I love you. I'm going to keep
Thank
watching you,
you.
and I will be staying tuned. Have a good night,
All
and
right.
keep
You.
telling them people exactly what's on your mind. And I
All
don't want
right.
to forget. I'm out. I'm putting myself out there. I'm on Facebook to become in a mom magazine. So I just want everybody to go vote for
Okay.
me. I'm
Yeah.
just doing my damn thing. So please, and I
Great.
love you. Have a good night.
You too.
Bye.
Bye. What y'all say? I don't like it when women expect the men to pay her bills in her home and pay his bills at the time at his home. What the F? You know what? Before I'm gonna add somebody else to the stage, but that is so true. I don't understand that either. Like you expecting somebody to take care of two households, which is insane to me. Like, why would a person take care of two households? I don't even live at that household. That's where you live. Now, if we stay together, we can hit them bills together. But as long as we stay apart, you gotta take care of your own shit, and he gonna take care of his. Like that's insane to me. They be wanting men to take care of them like as if they like that's your child. You are not that man's child. Hello, is it Tabor?
Tabor.
Oh, Tabor. Okay.
Yeah, I appreciate your comments. It says something about red flags, but I came in when the dude was talking about Shaq and them. So when you was talking about red flags, what did you mean by that? Relationship politics?
Yes. So I'm inviting people on to if you have a situation that you want to talk about to know if it's a red flag or if it was right. Like, should you cut them off or should you stay with them? Or, even red flags with family situations. Like,
Okay. So the person that I heard he was talking about Shaq and them and the family coming in late, and some other
mhm.
girl was coming in late. The one that had the went to the Sexy Red concert. I don't know why, but whatever.
Okay. He said Shaq and Fantasia. Like they
Yeah,
family didn't want to deal with them the father until they actually, became famous and stuff.
So as a father, right, you can only reach out to your kid at certain times, right? And you know they're on their own and they're making their own way. Other than that, most of us don't have access to our kids like that. Right?
Mm-hmm.
We got court situations to worry about. We can go pay some lawyer fees, and by the time you done paid these lawyer fees and dealt with the state with it, like they go still steamroll you. They can do that.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody can make up a lie on you, the other parent can make up a lie on you, and you gotta roll with that. You gotta wear that jacket for the rest of your life. So your kid go think what they think. You know what I'm
True.
saying? So you don't know why Shaq had to come in. Excuse me. You don't know how the daddy had or why the daddy had to come in late. He just had to come in late.
Mm-hmm.
They on their own. As far as like red flags with females, like I've been hearing the last two conversations, and it's just like most dudes are willing to do a lot of things for women overall,
Mm-hmm.
like just to get in their energy. You feel what I'm saying? Despite the fact that they know that Shorty was a red flag out the gate. You know, there's a reason why most dudes are scared to go through a chick phone. You ain't got to, right? She
Yeah.
ain't got to give you access to it, but for the most part, if you ain't going through her phone, you don't know what she got going on. But she ain't your girl, you feel what I'm saying? So you really can't. But to say that I understand about how females move. I ain't gonna even hold you. Right? I got a
Mm-hmm.
mom too. And they learned it from somewhere. So if
True.
they got one dude that's doing one thing, they might as well have four other dudes doing four other things. You know, you may be just the guy that they just want to rock with and go out with, and he always got it. So they can ask him and he'll still do. They can't keep
Mm-hmm.
him around because he's sliding a certain way. But
Mm-hmm.
overall, there's gonna be that one dude that's gonna come in and want to do the most and then feel played, and it's just like, homie, she had a life before you, big dog.
Mm-hmm.
So you can complain about it, but in reality, G, you just complaining. Ain't nothing gonna change for you. I promise you. You ain't nobody special, and that's what most dudes get it twisted at, bro. You ain't nobody special, G.
That's true.
But that's what I really wanted to say towards that. I appreciate your content though. You be saying
Oh.
some things. I wish I could say the one time and it's only one time that you said something that I was aggravated. I was in your comments when you said it. You popped off. I ain't gonna hold you. But I don't remember. It don't even matter because the rest of them I'm rocking with. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So, but
Okay.
but any dude, as far as red flags go, like G, like the most important thing in your life, no matter what you think, is your money and your time. Your
Yeah.
energy is valuable. You feel what I'm saying? Don't spend
Mhm.
it and waste time with people that you ain't willing to cut off. You know, these
Yeah.
people got things going on. They human. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? If you don't understand, just move around, bro. Go find
Mm-hmm.
somebody else. But don't try to overplay your hand because you think that a person go appreciate you, bro. Most people is not gonna appreciate you at all in life. That's
Yeah.
family, that's friends. There's a reason why
True.
you get to your 30s and 40s and certain people that you rock with in your 20s and teens, they're not around no more. There's a reason for that.
Yeah. That's true.
But I just wanted to say that on your live. I seen you pop up.
Okay. Thank you for coming on.
Yeah, for sure. Be great.
All right. You two have a good one.
You too.
Now he right about that. Like there are two sides to a story. And a lot of these women do be filling their kids' heads with stuff. They block the dad. I never ever wanted to be that type of person. I'm not that person because I really believe in the kid having time with the parent more than I believe about the finances. And don't get me wrong, being a single mother is hard, or what single parent period, because there are single fathers out here when it comes to financing with a kid or whatever the case. But at the same time, just because this person doesn't give me child support or whatever, I'm not going to keep my child away from the dad because the simple fact, kids don't remember finances. They remember time or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, time means more because me as a 40 some year old woman, 42-year-old woman, I'm gonna remember everything like as what my when we talk about memories with my parents, I talk about the times they were there, things we did with them. I never talk about, oh, my mama bought me some Jordans or my dad bought this because that wasn't the memorable thing. It's the memorable thing spending time. Even to this day, like my parents are much older, spending time with them to this day is more meaning to them and me than spending money on it. It's just more so being around them, knowing that I have these memories with them versus the money. But it is like, a lot of people, a lot of females, they get mad and they be in their feelings and they keep the kid away from the dad due to whatever feelings they have. They feel the kid head up, making the kid feel like a certain thing towards the dad. Like the shit be crazy, but people do it. It's not right, but they still do it. Oh, my eyelash was itching. Okay, let me click on. Hi, Bobby.
Hey, what's happening with you? What's happening with you, Miss Nikki B? How you doing today?
Good, and you?
I'm doing good. I talked to you the other day. I know you remember me.
Yes, I do.
Hey, look here, Nick. Hey, I did what you said. It didn't work.
Oh, it didn't?
Nah, you told me tell my daughters that my 2 kids stay with me and
Yeah,
everything. You told me tell them no. I did it.
and it didn't work.
It didn't work. We started beefing.
Oh,
It didn't last about an hour. Hey, look, Nikki. I won the battle, but they won the war. So I damn quit.
well, it's gonna be hard. They're girls. They're girls. They got daddy wrapped around their fingers. That's what girls do.
I
So,
quit. I damn
you-
quit. They can have whatever they want. That's
look,
messed up, man. That's
you know
not fair.
what? Just make sure, like, okay, so if you can't say no or whatever, just make sure they know that the world will tell them no. Like, the world ain't gonna say yeah every time.
I told them that already. I've been told them that.
Okay, as
I've
long
been
as
told
they
them.
know, yeah, daddy saying yeah, but the world ain't gonna do the same thing. So they have to know somebody gonna say no.
And you're right. And you know what? You're right about that. And then I can't beef with them too long because we live together.
Yeah, you right.
I'm sorry I missed your last one. I was trying to
Oh,
I was
it's
trying to
fine.
because I was trying to get all of them and everything. And I told myself I'm finna move to another planet.
Somebody said, Bobby, setting boundaries is a practice. You don't want them being 50-year-old brats. That's what one of the comments say.
But what about this? You gotta live with these girls if you're a dad. Golly.
Yeah. But they right. You gotta set boundaries. It's gonna be hard, but you gotta figure out how to set them boundaries. Because you gotta
I'm,
have boundaries with everybody.
and you're correct. You're right about that. And then
Yeah.
the thing about it is, I'm an Aries. I was born in the late March. I'm an Aries. And we tend to be kind of laid back type people. And when you mess with us too much, we leave you alone. But you can't leave your kids alone.
No, you can't leave them kids alone. You definitely can't leave your kids alone. Definitely. So you just gonna
So
have to figure out how you can set those boundaries. And whoo, he say they beefing. Oh Lord, you gotta
it
you
didn't last, but it didn't last but like an hour.
because you gave in.
Yeah, because I won the battle, but they won the war.
So you gonna have to still set them boundaries some type of way. Figure out how to set them boundaries because you definitely gotta have boundaries.
How can I win the war? The battles don't even matter. It's about who wins the war.
You just gotta let them beef. They just gotta beef, and you gotta kind of just be like, okay, what's next?
I know what's next. I don't want no more children. I know it probably sound cliche. It might sound cliche or
Oh,
what. I'm in my 40s. I'm an Aries. What sign are you?
I'm an Aries too.
You an Aries?
Yeah, I'm an April. I'm an April Aries though.
Okay, I'm a March, April, the late March, April, March 26th. But what I'm doing is I don't want no more children. I can deal with my grandbabies whenever they come, but I know women say this a lot, but let me be the first man to say that I don't want no more children. I'm celibate and I'm keeping my legs closed.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that. Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that.
And then the thing about it is you seem to have everything together like you don't have no problems.
Who, me? Oh, I have problems. I'm human. I didn't look. Trust me, I have problems. I'm just like everybody else. But I learn from them, and I just what I done been through, and I've learned even with the boundaries. I've learned to set boundaries because I've been in a place where I didn't set boundaries, and now when I look back at it, I just be like, damn, I should have set them boundaries, regardless of how anybody feel. So you got to set boundaries with everybody. I set boundaries with my son, my mama, my daddy, my friends, all of that. Because if you don't, that's going to bother you later down the road. And I've been in that situation where I've allowed people to walk over my boundaries and I never stood on them. And all it did was hurt me in the long run.
Okay, my kids asked me, they was like, Daddy, we're going out to eat. Do you want to come? That's asking me out on a date. But when I go out, they want me to pay for it. Is that a red flag when I say no?
How old your kids?
16 and 17.
Oh yeah, you pay. They still teenagers.
But they asked me out.
Because they want to spend time with you. They want to go hang out with their dad. A lot of kids ain't want to go to eat with their parents at that age. They be like, they want to go with their friends and everybody else.
But I thought I see all your videos and everything. You said whoever asked the person out, that's who pays.
They kids though. I ain't talking about the kids now. My videos is about a grown adults. I'm talking about the kids.
And I went out and I paid for it. Is that a red flag?
No, them kids. No. My son tell me right now he want to go out to eat with me. I know that I'm paying, but I'm happy that he asked me because he want to spend time with me because he's a teenager. Teenagers don't be want to spend time with their parents. They be thinking their parents is lame as hell.
And I want to ask. You know what? You all the way real. You know what I'm saying? I tried to get them paid for it. They didn't even pay for it. So I went home and paid for it. You know what I'm saying? So like once again I gave in. Cause they girls. But like I'm at a point in my life where it's like I don't like people because I feel like people attract negative energy toward me. And me being off to myself, it makes me feel like I want to be. It brings me peace, but it also brings me to the point where I just want to be without people. Only people I want to be around is my children. Am I wrong for that?
No, it's okay to feel like that. First of all, you don't want no negativity into your life, period, point blank. Negative people need to stay on the other side of the ropes, okay? Because the negativity, they ain't going to do nothing but make you negative, and that's not what you want. I don't see nothing wrong with it. Like, you in a point right now that you just want to spend time with your kids, and that is okay. But you're going to get to where you want people back in your life because them kids going to get grown, and they going to be gone by their business.
And that's true, too, because and you're right about that because I packed my suitcase the other day. Telling my kids I'm about to go. They blocked the door. Told them I ain't going nowhere. It ain't kidnapping. Ain't that daddy napping?
No, that's just telling you you're going to stay right here and spend time with us. We're going to be together. That's what they saying. That ain't daddy napping. They ain't kidnapping nothing. No, just be like real talk. Be like it's okay. Like you a dad. I'm not a dad, but I know how I am with my dad, and I know how he is with me. But when kids are like, especially teenagers, like be grateful they want to like spend time with you regardless, because like I said, a lot of kids don't want to spend time with their parents. A lot of them they rather be with their friends or somebody else. So like anytime my son is only 13, but anytime he wants to spend time with me, I am there. Even if it's sitting in there watching him play the video game, which I hate the video game, but I sit there. If he come talk to me about the video game, I'm listening, but I'm listening, but I really don't give a damn about no video game. But that's how I get to spend with him, and he's there because I know at some point he's gonna get to where he gets a little girlfriend, and he ain't gonna want to be around me like that. So
My kids like that now. They like that now. They be like, I talk to them and I lecture them like, okay, dad. But dad, can I get $100? Dad, can I get this? Dad, can I get that? But when they get that, they gone.
well, they being kids. They just being kids because kids want money and then they go on about their business.
Do you feel like they appreciate me?
Definitely, because they want to spend time with you and stuff like that. So I definitely feel that from what you're telling me, they appreciate you.
And Nick, how do you get on this internet every day and be comfortable or like with your content and not worry about somebody judging you?
I've learned that what people think about me is not my business. That's their thoughts. So I know who I am. I know what I bring, how I feel about myself. So nothing nobody say about me could make me feel different about who I am. Of course, I'm sure in the messages now, people say all kind of. Matter of fact, when I just started this live, somebody got on and told me F me and something else. They just cussed me out when they first got on this live, the very first person. But I laughed and I told them have a blessed day because there's nothing nobody can make me feel different about myself. So now don't get me wrong, I haven't always been like this. I have been in a place where I worried about what people said and what they thought about me. But I had to really learn to love me for who I am. And once I learned to love me, oh, it ain't shit a person can say to make me feel no other way. So I just come on here and be myself. And if you don't like it, then you can go to the left or the right, whichever way. I don't care.
Okay, Aries to Aries. Do you feel like you've ever been depressed?
Oh yeah, I've been through depression. Sure, yeah, I've been through depression. I didn't took counseling. I've had not a counselor, a therapist. I've been through therapy because I was depressed. Oh, it hung up. But I'll finish telling y'all I have been through therapy because I was depressed, but I noticed that I was depressed. So, and I just kept trying to figure it out. But therapy helped me a lot and I got through it. Like I've been through all of that. So I don't just be on here running my mouth like of something that I have never experienced. I've been through all of those things and I've learned from a lot of stuff. So that's how I've gotten to this point at 42 years old. Okay, yeah. So I've been depressed, but I got a therapist, and I noticed that I was depressed because I noticed that I was like sad and all of that. So I actually, you know what I'm saying, reached out to get that help that I felt like I needed, and it worked out for me.
And that's good too because I feel like Aries get the most hardest time when it comes with caring for people. But once we cut you off indefinitely.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
And
definitely.
I also want to say another thing about Aries. We love when we love hard. And we don't want that trust to be broken because you're not going to get it back too much or
Mm,
too soon or probably never.
true.
So once I'm in therapy, I do therapy. I feel like I'm trying to, make it through my day and everything. Is like I don't know how to deal with people who I don't want to deal with no more because they're constantly contacting me, asking me, give me, but don't have nothing for me. Like I had someone knock on my door because I wouldn't answer my phone. And I'm like, if I ain't answer my phone, why you knocking at my door? What is the next option?
you have to be honest with people. Like tell people how you feel, and it don't matter how they take it. Cause they anytime they ain't gonna take it right, they ain't gonna take it the way you want them to take it for the simple fact because they want you to continue to give. But you have to just be honest and tell people exactly how you feel. At the end of the day, your feelings matter more than the other person's feelings because you got to take care of you at the end of the day. So if I don't answer my phone, you come knocking on my door. What do you want? No, I don't have nothing for you. You need to go to the job source or something. I don't know, but you ain't getting the money here or whatever it is they begging you for. You just got to be honest, straight up to people. It don't beat around the bush. Because if you continue to beat around the bush, a person gonna continue to play in your face. They gonna keep on because you're not saying anything. So they feel like they can keep doing it. But when you stand your ground and say what you gotta say, it's like what they gonna do? What you gonna do to me? Nothing. Oh yeah, you just got to, and if you in therapy, make sure you being very truly honest with your therapist. Like don't hold nothing back.
And so, like I said, because I like talking, it was a reason why I subscribed to and joined and clicked the heights because I didn't know you was an Aries, but now I know it's
Mhm.
like not only is it an Aries thing, it's a human thing. Is anxiety a normal thing when you dealing with stress and everything?
Yeah. Yep. Everybody, and a lot of people don't speak about it. They not honest that they go through it, but trust me, I'm sure everybody that went through that through their life, some at some point of their life. And some people be in denial, some people don't, or whatever. But it's normal. It's nothing to be ashamed of anything. Depression is normal. Having anxiety normal. Going to a therapist. And if you got like some people don't, they have friends and family that they can talk to as their therapist. Like I do have a best friend that I can literally say anything without judgment. So I'm grateful for that I do have a person like that in my life. But everybody don't have that type of person in their life because therapy is not like a one-time thing. It's like you're gonna go through your ups and downs in life, through everything. You still at some point might need therapy, but I haven't went back to therapy because I do have that friend. But therapy helped me to be able to open up more to that friend, and I do have a friend that's no judgment zone at all, like nothing. And I'm grateful that I do have that type of person in my life.
So when life hits you with hard times, do you feel like you just want to get away?
You know what? I try to turn everything into a positive.
Okay.
So if something negative happened, I just be like, okay, maybe it's the reason this happened. If I need to cry about it, I'm gonna cry about it, but I'm not gonna dwell on it. I'm gonna cry about it and I'm gonna move on and I'm gonna turn into a positive because I've always looked back on things that I felt was a negative, but later on in life, I figured out why that happened in order for me to get to where I was at the next step. But at the time, of course, you don't know that. But I always try to turn things into a positive. I make sure like every day I wake up and say, I'm going to have a positive day. Even if it start off with some shitty ass stuff, I'm still going to be like, you know what? I'm gonna have me a positive day, so I keep it moving. And for me,
Yeah.
I do go to the gym 5 days a week, every morning. So that kind of helps me with my therapy, like in a way of me just zoning out. I'm in my music, anything that's bothering me, I'm not worried about it. I'm in that gym for 2 hours, just jamming to my music and stuff. And I listen to certain music that I agree with. There's more like they saying motivational stuff in the music that agree with me.
You look like you can fight.
Oh no, I don't fight.
Well, you know what? I'm in my 40s. Me either. I'm in
I
my
don't.
40s. But and look, I just want to leave one more thing before I get off.
Okay.
You know this rapper named Ludacris, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I've been asking people about this saying. He has his album. Cause can't nobody figure it out. Cause you seem to have the answer to everything that I ask you. Cause you answer everything I ask you. And I'm using everything that you say. I'm taking it in internally. You're a wise woman. And he has his album out that I asked a lot of people about, but they seem to can't answer that. Can you answer this one?
Okay,
Ludacris has Ludacris Ludacris has an album out called "Back for the First Time." What does that mean?
so what I interpret, if he say he back for the first time, so he's come back, but he's come back as a new person. So I'm back, but I'm not that person that I was whatever years ago. I'm the new person. So I'm back for the first time. So I am back, but this is the first time you get to see this part of me. That's what I take it as.
You got to answer for everything, don't you?
But no, look, I don't know everything, but that's what I take it as what he mean.
That's how I took it. But then nobody never said it like that. I told him, I'm like, oh, I took it as like I never left.
Yeah, and when you come back, you like this new person because you get what I'm saying. Like I came back, I'm still ludicrous, but I'm the new ludicrous. So whatever I was before. So say, just like people change, but they still who they are, but they a different version of themselves. So I'm back, but I'm the new version of myself. So I'm back for the first time. I'm a new version. Because I'm definitely
And
not the version I was in my 30s. I'm definitely a new version at 42 than I was at 32. I'm definitely a new version.
happy birthday to you too, young lady.
Oh, thank you.
Our era season about to expire, but
Yeah,
we
saying,
coming back around. We coming back around. We coming back around. But you know what, Nikki B, just go ahead on and enjoy yourself. And when next time you going live?
Tuesday.
I'm so sorry I missed that last. I called you on that last one, but you was wrapping it up.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Tuesday I'll be back. 7 o'clock, same time.
And you're
Tuesday.
gonna keep on hearing from me. And I got some new content every time I talk to you because you are an inspiration to me. You don't know how much you make my day. You are an inspiration and you are an angel from heaven.
Oh, thank you. That's what I like to hear because I'm hoping like I'm an inspiration and helping people in some type of way. Like I know I don't know everything, but I'm like I want to help people in some type of way.
But I want you to remember me by this, okay?
Okay.
You remember last time I talked to you, what I told you to, what I asked you to do?
Look, you're gonna have to remind me.
I asked you to run for president.
Oh yeah, you did ask me. Oh, we're gonna come back to that.
Am I telling the truth?
President, we're gonna come back to the president stuff.
No, you up there. That's how high you up there. It's like, man, hey, I'm gonna leave it alone. But at least I told you the truth, right?
Right. Uh-huh.
Thank you, Miss Nikki B, and God bless you, your family, your child, and everything. You have a blessed night, you heard?
Thank you. You too.
All right.
All right. Hey, I'm trying not to go by zodiac signs about people, especially since I don't want people to do it to me. But people talk about Capricorns. I be like, what kind of Capricorn you was with? LOL. So when it comes to zodiac signs, I'm not a person that's big on zodiac signs when it comes to dating a person. So for me, I don't look at a sign based on dating. Like if somebody tell me, oh, I was Capricorn, I'm gonna tell you right now, I know the people that I dated what signs they were, but I'm not gonna tell you, oh, I'm not gonna date a Leo because I had a bad experience with a Leo, or I'm not gonna date a Libra because I had a bad experience with a Libra. I feel like they act like this. Excuse me, y'all. I know a lot of people don't agree with it because a lot of people go with signs, and there's nothing wrong if that's your thing that you go with zodiac signs. I just feel like this is my personal opinion. I don't go by signs because I feel that people are who they are. I don't feel like being born at a certain time of the year will make you who you are. Like I feel like people environment, how they're raised, and determines like how they are. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like this, like a lot of people, like you might say, oh, this Libra cheated on me, so I'm not gonna date Libras because they cheaters. No, he was just a goddamn cheater. That's all it was. He was a cheater. That's who he is. You know what I'm saying? But that don't have nothing to do with any other Libra man. So I just feel like I don't use the zodiac sign to when dating. And there are people that use it when dating and they say this, they act like this, they act like this. I just feel like people are who they are, like at the end of the day. So what do you say about the people that's supposed to be born here at they supposed to be born 2 months later, but they mama had them early because she couldn't hold the baby inside or whatever, or you know, they had them, I don't know, shit. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I just like zodiacs is cool. I feel like certain stuff I've read, I don't really read up on them. The little bit I've read, I feel like certain people act like that, but I don't judge people based off of that. I judge people based off their actions and what they do. That's pretty much what I go off of. Are you going to continue the red flag or real topic? I just found you recently, and obviously I don't know you, but I feel your opinion is objective and measured, and I value that. Yes, definitely. Anybody else want to come to the stage? So we are talking about, if you're just joining, I do want you to come to the stage. Y'all don't be scared. Don't be shy. Come to the stage, and I sent the request in the comments. Come to the stage if you have an issue, if you want to know if something's a red flag or if it's real. Let me know what you think. And speaking of zodiacs, y'all, I had a client the other day that I had a conversation with, and they were telling me like they had been having like, you know, issues with these people based off zodiac signs and stuff. So they was listening, oh, this zodiac, and then they had cut somebody off due to a zodiac sign, but then later found out that that person didn't even act nothing like the other person that was their zodiac. So my thing is like, I try to tell my clients, and you know, I don't try to change people's mind when it comes to zodiac sign, but I told my client, you have to give people a shot, regardless what zodiac sign. Let a person actions make you cut their ass off. Don't cut them off because they say, oh, I'm a Libra and you done had a bad part with a Libra. So yeah, I try to tell my clients, you know, you don't think about it like that. But that's crazy. I had just talked to a client about the zodiac stuff, and they automatically think certain signs are red flags, and I'm like, nah, you can't say that's a red flag. You got to give a person a shot to show you by actions a red flag. I go by reciprocal energy and genuine character. Okay, if everybody cared about zodiac signs, the whole world would be single. I agree, man. It's always the person, not the sign. Sounds like self-sabotage. Yeah, okay. So while I'm waiting on somebody to come to the stage. So y'all make sure y'all go check out my red flags audit test. It's the link in my bio, and check out and see, you know, get your results for red flags. Okay, y'all, I'm gonna put the link in the comments. Anybody else want to come to the stage tonight? Most of my exes was Pisces and Aries. Truth be told and no lie, they all the same. I was like, what the F do I have come to me on my forehead? So I'm getting better at it, to be honest. Okay, nothing wrong with therapy. At least you can admit you need the help. You know, a lot of people don't like therapy, and I don't try to push therapy on people or whatever, but I don't feel like you so therapy doesn't mean that you have to go to a therapist. Okay, so therapy, y'all, could be talking to a close friend or, a family member, somebody you feel comfortable getting stuff off your chest. Because more so, therapy is not about somebody telling you what you need to do. It's more about you figuring out what the problem is on your own. So when you go to therapy or you talking to a friend, like sometimes people just need to vent, and it's okay if you need to vent. You don't always need the opinion of everybody or whoever. You just really need to get shit off your chest. And that's what I definitely learned a lot. Like sometimes you just need to talk about it, cry about it, get that shit off your chest, and you can move on. But as long as you hold on to something and you never speak about it, you hold it in, that's the shit that be killing you. So it doesn't mean you need to go to a therapist to have therapy. Just like if you got somebody that you can have a conversation with, that you can just release what you're going through with no judgment, that's definitely a powerful thing. I definitely believe in getting things off your chest, because if you wait to get stuff off your chest, you kind of blow up. I'm a Pisces. I don't care about signs. People treat you the way they want to treat you. I agree. People may find you intimidating why they won't join. Why? What? No. Okay, so don't be intimidated by me by joining. Like I'm just, I'm nice and friendly. Most of my life has been shitty, but I get up every morning and face that shitty day. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Like so think of something positive about the day. Everybody goes through ups and downs. Oh, my ankle itching, y'all. A mosquito bit me. It bit me yesterday. So everybody go through ups and downs. You know what I'm saying? Everybody have their life. You was just saying, I know. Everybody have, ups and downs in their life, and you just have to figure out how to deal with it. Like, this world will give you bumps and curves and punches and falls and stuff. It's just what you do with it. You have to try to fight through it and, make it worth the while. I know it's easier said than done, but, you just have to figure it out. I do have a situationship thing going on currently. I'm shy though to jump on camera and air it out. I'll put some thought into it and probably pull the trigger on Tuesday when you get on. Okay. Don't be shy. Look, don't be shy. A lot of people didn't show their face or whatever, but don't be shy. Please don't. Yep, that's therapy too, talking about it. Yes, absolutely. Yep, that is absolutely therapy too. Life is complicated. Just live it out. Thank you. Okay, we got one. Hey, Thomas.
What's going on, Nikki? How are you?
Good, and you?
Girl, I'll be looking at your shows and laughing all day long.
Oh, right.
I was sitting here doing homework and saw you pop up. I wanted to ask you a question.
Okay, go ahead.
Let's see. Let's start 2005, 2006. My ex cheated on me, got pregnant, passed the kid off as mine.
Oh
Out
my.
of revenge, when I found out, her best friend came to my house when the baby was 8 months old and told me that for 2 years, my own sister and all of the friends I thought I had covered this relationship up my ex was in. So out of revenge, I decided to go after the kid. And I got full parental rights to the kid. Ended up having to pay child support on the kid. Well, the kid turned 14 years old. Her mother convinced her, because I had money, that if they put me in jail, they could civil sue me and take the money. So I cut them completely off, her and the kid. I finished out the child support, and I hadn't spoke to them since 2019. So my
Wow.
question is, you think I did the right thing?
Woo! That's a story there.
Oh,
Well,
girl, you ain't heard the half of it. I'm white. I'm from cracker country. Out here, we be doing things that are crazy. Now, here's the part that's gonna blow your mind. The mother was black. The daughter was half black and half Mexican. And
oh,
I had my suspicions when she was born and when she came out that it wasn't my child. Her best friend came to my door and my job and told me what she did after I had been raising the baby for 8 months.
that is, oh my God. I don't know how people do that to people. A baby, like you, I just, that is to me, that is the most, like, I feel like women should be locked up for doing that to people. Like, I don't, that's not right to not tell a person that they're not the daddy. Like, regardless of what it looked like, you need to be honest and tell a person, because that is a hurtful thing. I'm sure it's very hurtful to think a child is yours and find out that ain't your child. And
Oh,
then,
it sucks. And when you raise that child, you spend all your money getting that child ready to come into the world. And then you find out, luckily, I found out at 8 months old about what had happened. But I was so dead set on getting revenge.
mm-hmm.
I went after the kid, took her to court 31 times trying to take the kid away from her.
Wow.
Like, I was dead set on making her miserable for what she did to me. And after we split up, I just didn't have no more use for the mama at all.
Which is understandable.
But I did see the kid until she was 14, and in 2019 I just walked away. So you think I did the right thing after what
So
they did?
you were taking care of the kid up until they were 14, and then you just decided, like, no.
No, her mother convinced her to try and put me in jail so they could civil sue me and take my money, all of it.
Oh no. I don't think you're wrong, because first of all, she was wrong from the jump. And for her to come back and still try to do stuff like by getting over you, trying to take from you, like that's out of control. Because first of all, nothing compares to somebody lying to you about a baby. Like, that is horrible to me. I think I always feel like a woman should get some kind of charge, because that is wrong. And she didn't even tell you. So if the best friend didn't tell you, you would have been raising a kid that ain't even yours, which is horrible. Because I feel like you should be honest, regardless if you went and been fighting and everything. You still should tell a man, "Hey, it's a possibility this ain't your kid." Be honest. And I'm sure, like, being, it's hurtful. So of course you're gonna do something to get back at them, because a kid not knowing that this child ain't yours and spending money and thinking this is your kid, and to find out this ain't your kid. And then when she 14, you still trying to do stuff to you, take money from you, and do all of this towards you, when she's did the most hurtful thing to you already. So
Yeah.
I don't think you're wrong from walking away from it. Just sometimes you got to walk away from situations just so you can have your peace. Like, at some point, it's like, no, let me go on by my business and cut all of it off, because you got to set your boundaries. Because all they gonna
And
do
you
is,
know, the craziest part about it was my own sister who lived in my house knew what was going on and didn't even tell me.
oh, oh, yeah. I couldn't do my brother like that. I would be a snitching. Hey, she over there doing this. It ain't your baby. I have to tell, especially something like that. I try to stay out of people's relationships when it comes to, like, my siblings, but when it's something that deep, like, no. So it's like everybody was against you.
Yeah. And I was just wondering, now my sister passed away now.
Sorry to hear that.
So, but truth be told, After that, I completely left town and I didn't speak to my family again for 10 years almost. Like, literally, they didn't see me for almost 10 years.
Yeah.
So I just don't understand. Like, why do women think it's okay to betray a man who is out here working two jobs to take care of you
Mm-hmm.
and then pretend like, oh, the craziest part was when I found out, my ex told me, she said, well, I know she ain't your kid, but you can take care of her. I'm just like, are you
What?
out of your mind? Yes. She acted like it was no big deal, but I put her out of my house that day.
She
I
must.
packed everything up and I was like, you're done.
Was the real dad? Did the real dad come into the life at all?
Oh, no. This is what I understand happened to him. He wound up in prison for committing a drive-by shooting in Chicago and strangling a girl to death here in Atlanta.
Whoa. Oh, okay, so that makes sense. So this is I always say when they try to pass off the baby, they try to pick who they feel the best dad would be. That's why they get the lion. Because they know the person that the other person, they don't want that to be the dad. So they try to lie and pass it off. But this is why I always say, like, I feel like that the hospital, when a person have a baby, they should offer the DNA test to everybody on the spot because so many women do this to men and that's just not right at all.
I used to tell men then, well, I still tell them, I don't care if you married, in a relationship, and you trust this woman out with your entire livelihood.
Mhm.
DNA test.
Yeah.
Don't claim no kid that's yours
Hmm.
until you know for sure, and don't give them no money. Like, save up the money, split it 50-50 after you know it's your kid. But don't help them with nothing until you know.
Yeah.
And when I married my current wife, I told her about all this, and she was like, "Look, if I get pregnant, there'll be a DNA test. That way, you don't have to worry about none of it."
Hmm. Yeah.
But even now, my wife and I won't have that issue because we adopted a little boy.
Oh, okay.
So, but honestly, I just don't understand these men out here now. Like, why are you out here playing these games and trying to raise kids you don't know for sure are yours? Like, make these people get out here and put they money where their mouth is, because in the past they never believed that women would cheat up until DNA testing came out. And when you watch Maury, the statistics on Maury is more than 70% of the DNA tests come back that the father that thinks he's the father is not the father.
That's yeah. I remember that watching that. That's yeah. And I know somebody personally that happened to them. They didn't find out until the kid was like 6 or 7 that it wasn't their child. Like they had the face of the kid tattooed on them and everything, and it wasn't his kid.
Oh, I got the little girl's name tattooed on my back before I found out,
Whoa.
and it's still there.
Dang.
And I was like, yeah, I just don't know. But now my son, he's downstairs and he's adopted, or we're in the process of adopting him. Put it that way.
Oh, okay.
And he's a blast.
Oh,
But I understand he's not mine, but at the same time, I wish I've raised him since he was 2 days old.
he's yours. He's yours. Definitely yours.
But I just wanted to know if I had done the right thing, because she's the little girl. Well, she's 21 now. She's called me a couple of times, want me to co-sign a car and stuff like that, and I'm like, I didn't raise you. I don't know how you are with money. Like, why would I help you?
Exactly. Yeah, I wouldn't co-sign either. No.
And I just tell her no, and I move on, and then I don't hear from her for about 6 months to a year, and then it'll be either she wants money or she wants something else.
Oh, she trying to use you. Mm-hmm.
That don't work. I've learned my lessons the hard way. It don't work anymore. But
Mm-hmm.
now, um, one reason why I came on here is I wanted you to. I like your videos. You
Mm-hmm.
should do one about men DNA testing. You know, encourage them to really put forth the effort to do DNA testing.
Mm-hmm.
Because in Georgia, if they sign that birth certificate, do you know what the paternity acknowledgement is?
Uh-uh.
Oh, if you're a man in Georgia and you sign the paternity acknowledgement, that is when you actually sign that when you put your name on the birth certificate. What
Okay.
most men don't know is when you sign that, you only have 60 days to go before a judge and say, I want a DNA test. If you do not, you are financially responsible for that kid till they turn 18. DNA tests be damned.
What?
Look it up. Paternity Acknowledgement Agreement in Georgia. And actually, it's in most states, especially Democratic states.
Dang. That's a cold one right there. Oh yeah, they
And
did.
these women are starting to discover that. So if you sign the birth certificate, they can make you pay child support even if it's not your kid. Because you sign away your rights to say it's not your kid.
Damn. Mm,
And a lot of men don't know this. But if a woman really wants to be vindictive, she can make you pay child support on a kid that's not yours because you signed the birth certificate.
man. Yeah, they need to know that. That's why they need to get that DNA test at the hospital.
I think it should be lawfully enforced. You want to put your last name on a baby?
Yeah.
Do the DNA test.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of women be like, "No, we don't need to do that if they know there's a chance it's not a man's kid."
Oh yeah, because only I feel like only a woman get mad about a DNA test is because I wouldn't care. I'd be like, oh, DNA the baby, I don't care. But if you get mad, I feel like most of them are they've done something or it might not be his, so that's why they angry about a DNA test.
Yep. And see, I don't know. I mean, I'm too old to have kids now. I don't want any more. I'm almost 50. I got a 2-year old. I'm good for now. But yeah, I just think that it's hard when a man realizes that his whole life has been turned inside out.
Yeah.
And I was so broken. I was like, I'm just done. I didn't even want to function anymore.
Damn, that's
I was
crazy.
out there I was out there working 16, 17 hours a day and being cheated on, and everybody around me except for my father and brother knew what was going on and didn't tell me.
Whew, that's a cold one right there.
And the crazy part was when her best friend showed up to tell me what was going on,
Mm-hmm.
the guy's mother, whom she was cheating on me with, was with her.
What?
Yes.
Oh wow.
And I mean, he was mad at me like I was doing something wrong, but I had been with her for 10 years.
How he gonna get mad at you? He the one cheating with her.
He threw a lock blade knife through my truck window and stuck it up in the passenger side door frame. It shattered my driver's side truck window.
Oh my god.
And when they arrested him for the stuff he did that day is when they found out about his charges in Chicago and Atlanta.
Wow.
Because we were living in Rome, Georgia. But it was crazy. It was just one crazy day. And
Golly.
I was like, I went through all this, still had to pay child support, but I was able to see the kid. But you
Mhm.
know, her mother was just always in the way. She wasn't. She was trying to do everything she could to stop it.
Mm.
Oh, she want to go to a party. She want to go to her friends.
Mhm.
I was like, all right, whatever. I'm done.
Yeah.
But there's just times when you can't win, and that was one of them.
Mhm.
So, what's your advice on that situation?
You know, I be first from the beginning. I ain't gonna say I can understand because I will never be in that situation of not knowing a child is mine, of course, because I have the kid. But I can just imagine the feeling like I'm sure it's like somebody that took your heart out and ripped it out your chest because you excited, you're happy, you got all of this your kid that's not, then find out it's not your kid. But then at the same time you there and then they try to use you, that make it even worse. Like, I mean, I definitely would have walked away from the situation. Like, definitely, like, they trying to get over on you. Then now you could tell that that's all that little girl want from you is money because she call you only when she wants something. Like, she don't call you just to talk to you, check on you, or nothing like that. So that lets you know they shouldn't have, you should have been walked away from that whole situation because they just want something from you, like nothing else but money.
Yeah, that's about the size of it.
Yeah, because she still to this day calling you for some money, and it's like you don't even talk to me. Why would I give you something and you don't even talk to me?
True, and that's exactly how I feel about it.
Yeah,
And
and
I
people
was wondering, I was like, am I wrong for just turning my back on her? But
no,
it's it's never like, happy birthday, how are you? None of that. It's like, oh, I need this.
no,
I'd be like, no, I can't help you.
yeah, you're not wrong because people will people will use you if you allow them to, and you have to
Yeah,
boundaries. You have to stand on your boundaries, make boundaries, even if you feel like I know it's a kid involved, but that kid is old enough to know that they trying to use you too. That kid know what they doing.
they do. And I'm just like, I'm done. I just want to be happy now.
Yeah, get your
And if
peace.
it takes me walking away to be peaceful and happy, hey, I'm good.
Yeah, you got to do what you have to do to keep your peace.
Well, Nikki, it was nice talking to you. I love
Dude,
your show.
thank
So I'm actually subscribed. I just wanted to holler at you while you was live because you was like, all right. But you have a good one, and I'll keep in touch every now and then.
you. Okay, you have a good one too. Thank you.
All right, bye.
All right, that was a good story. Hello. Oh, they hung up. Hello, Amelia.
Fuck you, nigga, you fat bitch.
Y'all see this? Look at this. Somebody didn't let that kid come on here again and do this. God bless you. God,
Mama, shut up.
God bless you,
Wait,
baby. Ain't that crazy, y'all? Why people let their kids come out here and cuss me out like that's gonna do something, baby? God bless you. You and your mom and your daddy and everybody. What be wrong with people, y'all? Oh my God, that was crazy. They just cussed me out. Poor babies. It's a learned behavior because they get bad parenting. Yes, because that sounds like a little bitty kid. So in order to get on here, you was on your parent phone and you clicked the link to do all of that just to get on here and cuss me out. Definitely. Like, wait, that is crazy. Right? That's why I say, baby, God bless you, because I don't got time. Y'all, that's the second kid y'all got on here and cuss me out. Hi, Bobby.
Hey, nigga, this don't make no damn sense.
What happened?
I'm talking about people. Why people just keep cussing you out? What's going on?
I don't know. It's how it was a kid at the beginning. Now that was a little kid too. So somebody's allowing their kids to get on there to cuss out because that sounds like a little baby. So I know that kid ain't clicked that link and got on here on their own.
That's them parents. You want me
Yeah.
to say something?
Huh?
You want me to say something?
I told them God bless them.
And that's what I'm gonna say. And that's what I'm gonna say. God bless y'all. And whoever them parents is, they should be embarrassed because that's wrong.
Yeah.
This don't make no damn sense. I sit here and I was cool, calm, and collected. Actually, I was sitting here developing everything that you said to me. I had a good conversation with you. I had a great conversation with you. And now they want to see here. And it's the second time. I heard the first one too. And it's the second time. Man, this is ridiculous. This is
Yeah.
wrong. That's wrong. At all different angles. That's
Yeah.
messed up.
But they just miserable. That's all. They send their kids because you got to be miserable to send a kid on there and say those things. So I'm not, they are let them go on. Go up, bless them.
And then the thing about it is like it seems like it's a repeated thing. Like 2 times in one night. It's like, come on, man.
Right.
This young lady just started her live, and y'all got haters, not haters, but hater kids. You hate so much to where you got your kids hating.
Right. That's crazy. Yeah.
And this is your third live, if I'm correct. I'm sorry I
Yes.
missed your second
Yeah.
one.
It's the third
But
one. Mm-hmm.
that's messed up, man. That's so messed up. How to my shut up, this and that. This is your podcast. If they want a podcast, let them do them. I'm gonna tune in to you. I'm gonna stay tuned in to you. I'm gonna join. I'm gonna do hype. And if I hear something like that again, I'm gonna jump back on it again. And after a while, Nick ain't gonna be able to hold it in because I'm gonna say something to him.
Don't worry about them. Don't let them get up under your skin. I ain't worried about them. They letting kids get on cussing. Look, they got to deal with them bad kids.
And then it's the such thing called KARMA, karma.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Them
It'll
kids
get them.
kids gonna be cussing them out.
And then on top of that, and attacking them. While you
Mm-hmm.
trying to sit up, while you sitting up here trying to disrespect somebody who giving out knowledge, who giving out wisdom, who giving out understanding, and you don't like that, only thing I can say is they haters. I'm sorry, Nick B. I wasn't gonna get back on there with you tonight. I wasn't, but I can't stand that. That's wrong. That's disrespectful.
Okay.
I can't stand disrespect. And you've been on here a long time, man. I know you probably want your rest and everything, but I
Yep.
can't stand I can't stand disrespect. I don't like when nobody disrespect a person who's helpful to the
Uh-huh.
society. You are very rare. And we need more people like you. That's why I tune in. We need more people like you. Thank you for being a stand-up young lady.
Thank you. No problem. Look, don't let them people bother you. I ain't worried about them.
That's wrong.
Yeah, they wrong, but that's they badass kids. Them kids gonna be cussing them and whooping their ass as they get older.
Yeah, you know what? You know what? You know what I'm saying? And Tupac said it's gonna be some stuff you're gonna see in the future that's gonna make it hard to smile. But through all
Mm-hmm.
the rain, but through all the rain and the pain, you gotta keep your sense of humor.
Yep.
And that song is by Tupac and Scarface. It's
Mm-hmm.
called Smile.
Yep.
Smile. Listen to it.
I'm gonna go listen to it.
Yep. Yep. And you have yourself a blessed night. God bless you.
Thank you. You too.
No problem.
All right. Okay, y'all. Those kids gonna leave their parents in a nursing home. Babies having babies and don't know how to be a parent. Yeah, that was crazy. I definitely kicked them out of the studio or whatever. I don't even remember what the first name was, the kid that came on the first time. But yeah. Okay, so I'm going to get off of here. So if you did not get on tonight, if you did not, if you wasn't able to get on tonight, make sure you go take my red flag audit test. It is the link in my bio. And if you got bigger things that you want to talk about, you already know what to do. So click the link in the bio and do what you got to do. I will be back on Tuesday. Same time Tuesday, we'll be back on here. So if you did not get on, make sure you click the link to get on. I want to thank you all for spending your night with me, taking time out, just having conversations and, just chatting and everything. Thank you all for the support and love that you give me on a daily basis. I appreciate it. And y'all make sure y'all keep being positive. Don't let nobody mess with you or anything. Y'all have a great day tomorrow. I know it's Monday. So make sure you go in with a positive mind. Don't let nobody mess it up or anything. Okay. So until then, I will see you guys next time, Tuesday at 7 p.m. Have a great night. Love you guys. Peace.